I've reached book 100, and it's time for you guys to vote. Alright guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm Zach with Zacks Books, and welcome back to Zocktober. Today's episode is going to be pretty short because it is pretty much going to be a voting day for you guys, the people watching at home, at work, wherever you guys are at. So I've read 99 books this year. Obviously, when this is posted, I have physically read 99 books, but you guys have only seen about 93 or 94 of them. So with us being at book 100, we have been kind of debating back and forth on what we should pick as book 100. We did have one picked, and then we thought it'd be more fun to have you guys, the viewers, vote on book 100. So again, this is going to be kind of brief. I'm not going to go into too much detail with the books. We also have got this poll up on my Instagram, which is in the description box down below, so check that out. With these 8 books on there. Otherwise, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and let me show you the 8 options for book 100. Alright, so option 1 is going to be Intensity by Dean Koontz. As you guys know, I read Phantoms by him in a reading vlog earlier, not this month, it was in September. I gave it 4 stars. If you have not seen it, check it out up here. And in the comments, a lot of you guys were saying Intensity should be the next Koontz book that I check out. And if you guys believe so, vote for Intensity by Dean Koontz. And leading into book number 2, we have The Terror by Dan Simmons. This book I really know nothing about, but I really want to read it because a lot of people really like it, and it's a really eerie story, I hear. And if people are recommending Dan Simmons, I usually kind of hear The Terror is like a good option. So option number 2 is The Terror by Dan Simmons. And going into option number 3 is one of my short story gods, in my opinion, Kilpatrick Burke, Kin. I know I put this on, I think, my October TBR. I have not gotten to it, and I don't know if I will. But if you guys vote for it to be book number 100, I will. But yeah, no, this is another one. I've read a lot of his books, and I've enjoyed all of them. But I have not gotten to this one yet. So if you want this to be book 100, vote for Kin by Kilpatrick Burke. Then we go into book number 4, The Last House on Needless Street by Catriona Ward. This is a book that a lot of people have talked about and a lot of people have really enjoyed. So I figured I should put it on this list to see what you guys think, if you think I should read this one or not. So again, I don't know a whole lot about this, but that's fine. But yeah, if you want me to read The Last House on Needless Street by Catriona Ward, make sure you vote for this book. The next 4, I would say I consider more of the tougher choices if it was between me just picking. But again, a lot of you guys are going to be voting, hopefully. But the next book is a big one. This is a big psychological thriller, Gone Girl by Gillian Flynn. This is one of the best movies I've ever seen in my life, thanks to Danielle for showing it to me. And all I hear is good things about the book. And it's something that her and I really wanted to read, and we just haven't yet. But if you want this to be book 100 for 2021, make sure you give it a vote. Gone Girl by Gillian Flynn. I figured I should throw in a fantasy book just to keep it fair, and so I already have plans for the Wheel of Time series, and so I'm not putting that on here, otherwise that probably would have been on this. But I'm going with Red Rising by Pierce Brown. This was in a book haul video I did, and a lot of you guys said that this was a really good trilogy, and it was very good, and that I should read it as my next fantasy read. If you guys still think that's true, vote for Red Rising by Pierce Brown for, obviously, book number 100 for the year. So, again, another book I don't really know a lot about, but if you want me to read it for book 100, vote for it. The next one that I'm going to talk about is, it's the next book by this author that I'm going to read regardless. It's just whether it's going to be for 100 or later in the year or next year. And that is The Fireman by Joe Hill. I've been wanting to read this book for a long time. It's on the thicker side, so I mean, whatever. It's a really creepy story by what I hear. This, and I think Nosferatu, I hear like his top 2 books that he's got. But I hear props for Horns and 20th Century Ghost and stuff like that. But I have not read this yet, and I really want to. So if you want book 100 to be The Fireman by Joe Hill, make sure you vote for that one. Okay, so the hardest book to put into this list was the Stephen King book. I originally was talking with Danielle about making this purely just Stephen King because I wanted it to be King. Don't let that sway your vote. Vote for the book that you want, because I will read any of those other ones, no problem. But I had a hard time putting just one King book into this list, but the one I put in there is one that I've heard probably requested the most times that I have not started. So 1122, Under the Dome are not going to be in this. And that is Needful Things. A lot of you guys want me to read this book, and I would really like to read it myself. It's the Stephen King book that I'm putting on this list. But if you want Needful Things to be book 100 for 2021, make sure you vote for it. And yeah, Needful Things, Stephen King. Make sure you vote for whatever one you want. All right, guys. So we will have the 10 titles linked down below. If you guys happen to not, I mean, you guys are going to be watching the video, so you guys are going to know, what books they are. But if you want to go down the description box, we will have the 10 titles listed below. So again, today is Saturday, October 23rd. So you guys get to vote on this until the end of the day. So 7 a.m. on Sunday, the 24th. That's going to be the last voting time for Instagram and YouTube. At that point, it's cut off. Whatever has the most votes will be my 100th book for 2021. So make sure you vote. I'm very excited for this. I really wanted to do something like this. I wanted you guys to vote. It was just kind of hard to just do it on Instagram, and so we decided to make it its own little video. So make sure you guys comment down below which book you want me to read as book 100. Because I'm very excited for this, so I'm very anxious to see what y'all think. Otherwise, don't forget to like, comment your favorite book you want me to read, and subscribe. And we'll see you guys in tomorrow's episode of Zocktober. Later.